I just want to live a life that facilitates being creative.
I just want to get paid for being me. And being me is not.
Hi, I'm Liv.
Hi, I'm Christina, and welcome to our new podcast.
No Nepo Babies Here.
It's for all the jack of all trades, the in-trainings and closeted creatives.
We're here to share what we know and figure out what we don't.
Because ambition does not need a trust fund.
No, absolutely not.
This is the season finale.
What a journey it's been.
What a journey. And to sum it all up, is it worth it? We can ask that question to you, my love. Is it worth it being a creative?
If it's what you are called to do, if it's what your gut sends you toward, 100%. It's worth the lack of stability. It's worth not knowing what your future holds. It's worth all of these things that we've kind of spoken about, because we didn't want to just come in and be like, you can do this and make loads of money. I feel like our first season is almost like our 7 commandments of like, are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure about this?
Then we get into the nitty gritty.
And if you're still like, yeah, I that's okay, I accept that, then absolutely it is so worth it. Nothing fulfills me more than making art. And for me, it's not that I specifically want to make content or to write. I just want to live a life that facilitates being creative.
I just want to get paid for being me. And being me is not. No, honestly, I just want to get paid for being me. Like, I just want to get paid for being creative. I want to get paid to travel. I want to get paid to eat. Like, what do you mean? Like, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, but obviously, that goes against everything I said before. When you get to a certain level, obviously, that's the mountain.
So, yeah, she wants to get on the mountain, is what she's saying.
Basically.
I think, as well, it's never going to be worth it if you quit, obviously. You have to keep going for it to be worth it. Do you know what I mean?
You can quit and then come back. Yeah. You know? Take a break.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like everyone...
Normalise taking breaks,
right?
Especially in creative things. I kind of fucked myself over recently.
Why?
Because ever since I got back from Central America, a majority of my income is from freelancing. So from making content for brands. And it was working. So I was like, cool, I have to keep going because it's working. And as much as I think it's great to push yourself when you think you can't do any more, I clearly reached a point, almost in my head, I was like, well, because I want to do this, I can't burn out. That was wrong. That's why I said I've been in, and I think that's why I got ill as well. Like,
because your body's trying to tell you it's too much.
And as well, you've got, when you're doing stuff that's social media based, the boundaries are so not there. I'd come back from Central America and I pretty much worked every single day. And even though I love the work and even though it's fun, it's still work. You're still giving energy to something and you can still burn out from it. And you're going to be worse off. Sometimes you make that mistake like I did, but that's okay. But you're going to be worse off, really, if you burn out and have to recover from that than if you take care of yourself along the way, which is what I'm going to try and do next. Because it is worth it, but it's not worth my sanity, my mental health, and just my, like, feeling okay. It's never going to be worth that. That is the most important thing.
You need to take breaks. Honestly, I can't stress enough how much a break is. I think someone messaged me the other day as a way to congratulate, and I don't think they meant any harm by this, but they were like, oh, so proud of you. Wish I was doing the same. My want for it, or my spark is kind of like faltered. And I was like,
pretty sad.
I know, that's really sad. You congratulate me and...
Yeah, and now I want to cry.
No. But I was just like, babe, like, what was once a spark can always be reignited. And I was like, don't forget, I took a break too. And it was like, oh, well, what did you do? And I said exactly what I did. And they're like, please help me. And then I said, babe, like, there's nothing that I can, there's nothing I can do that you can't
do it for her.
And also it's a mindset thing. And right now I can see that your mindset is not at the space for you to kind of start again. So before you even think about trying to tap in, you have to start again mentally as well. That hunger and drive that I had when I was in drama school. Like the other day I went to go see Wicked. Sorry, we're in last year here, but I went to go see Wicked and I finished it and I was absolutely bursting into tears because it reminded me of my 15, 16-year-old version of myself that was applying for all these charities and finding schemes to go watch plays in theatres for as cheap as possible. And that drive and hunger, I still have it, but I also realised that I have more my best friend had to help me realize you have more responsibilities now. There's more things that you have to do. Your 15, 16-year-old version, you can't hold yourself to your 15, 16-year-old version because all she ever had to think about was coming in on time to college and like, do you know what I mean? And just like the bare minimum. But that hunger and drive that I had is still there, but life starts to get in the way and like, you know, all this type of stuff. But do I still have the same passion and still have the same want to reach the mountain? Yes. And I've had it consecutive for like the past decade. And so that's what also made me very emotional about it. Because I'm like, the passion can die. You can get tired, but if that love is still there, that's what makes it worth it. And you still keep pushing on forward for that.
Yeah, like I think in a way when I thought that, like, I was kind of like a part of myself, like a spark had kind of died with the acting thing when I decided that wasn't for me. It was about realising, oh, that spark's still there. It's just not as specific as I thought.
Yeah.
I thought acting, when actually making content, writing, it was, like, I know I am a performer and that I enjoy doing that, but I'd kind of limited myself to what that meant for me and what I was supposed to do.
But who did that? Was that you or was you taught that? Because a lot of times in these places, we're always told to focus only on one thing.
Yeah.
But then when you start to come out of these institutions, you start realising, hang on a second, I actually really like doing this. I'm really good at this.
Yeah.
And you realise that it's not just acting or just, there's other aspects of you. But we sometimes mistake it and think it's us. But for us to feel like that, someone's told us that.
Yeah, well, definitely. Or it's just kind of implied. Like, people still look confused at me when they go, what do you do? When I have to start my little fucking list. I'm like, so I do this and this and this and this. And like, it doesn't make sense.
It sounds disorganised. But
it works for me.
I watched a video the other day. It was like, if you are a creative, you have to accept the disorganized, because like within the chaos of it is where the magic kind of happens. You have to be okay with having the bit of chaos, because when you finally like start organizing it, that's when you find the thing that you need. You have to be okay with like the chaos sometimes, because there will be the calm, but in that chaos, if you say you're a creative person, you have to be okay with the disorganized, because eventually it will be organized, but you have to be okay with it.
And I think it's important as well, if we're separating being creative from being monetized from being creative, it is always worth being creative. Like, the monetizing thing comes next. Like, being creative, it's now been made to be this like luxury thing that you either are paid to do or you can afford to do, and it's not. There's a reason like that caves are full of paintings from thousands of years ago, but no, it's because it's a natural impulse to make art.
It's true.
Like, it's a human natural impulse, and you don't have to be good enough to make money off it to still do it. Like, that could potentially be what makes you feel more like you in a world where maybe you're having to go and work a job that you don't particularly like because of your responsibilities. If you can take 20 minutes even a day to write or draw or film a video on your break at work, just, it's almost like taking back your own time and making it your own, because really I'd say any kind of art is just demonstration of like life well spent.
Well, don't they say that art imitates life, or life imitates art? Oh, yeah, you have that. That's it.
Yeah. Well, it's art. Yeah, it's supposed to be art imitates life. But then Lana Del Rey was like, life imitates art. And I was like, tattoo that on me. Let's go. Don't lose your head.
I know. See, it's everything. It's everywhere at once. But no, to answer it simply, it is worth it. I think it is worth it through the trials and tribulations and the tears and stuff, it's worth it, because I don't know what else I would be doing. I mean, I always say I'm capable of doing a lot of things.
Yeah.
But this is the one that I actually
This is
would
what I
want
want
to do.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely. Because I also get fulfillment. I love being a tutor. I've made it a lot smaller now because I don't have as much time. I'm only tutoring a couple of kids, but it's so rewarding. I love doing it, and I know that I'm good at it, and it's great to be able to make direct change in someone's life and like be of service to them, which is kind of what we're hoping we're doing here, being a service to you. And
let me cater to you.
And as we're coming to a close with this season, maybe this has just brought up more questions and like, okay, I want to make content. How do I do it? Da, da, da. We want to answer all of those questions. This is really just an introduction into what it's like, what the gig's like, kind of whether you think that you're the kind of person that this is still what you want to do, and whatever you want to learn about, send it our way. We want to help you. And if we don't have the answers ourselves, we'll find the answers, or we'll find someone who does.
Yes.
We're hoping to have some really cool guests.
In season 2.
In season 2.
And it's going to be fun.
It's going to be really fun. And I'm excited to see how we can continue to support each other in our creative journeys, and hopefully support this potential community that I hope
this
we're starting to establish.
Community of go-getters that are building it from the ground up. Even if you're building it from a 6-foot story apartment, we want to include every single person here.
Yeah.
To know that whatever you want to do, you are more than capable of doing it. Don't let anybody try and, disregard you into thinking you can't make your dreams come true. Your reality doesn't have to be your final say-so. And you can do this. Like, yes, being a creative, it can have elements of hardship, but do not let the hardships be you. Like,
it's so fun. I love doing something that's fun. Do you know what I mean? It's so fun. A lot of people's jobs aren't fun.
No.
And most of our job is fun.
Most of my jobs that I ever do, I don't ever feel like I'm actually doing
work.
I feel like I'm living my best life. I'm having the greatest time
I also
ever.
want to say, if you've taken the time to listen to some of these episodes, that already I think is an achievement, because you have taken that time to maybe give space to your reflections about what you want to do, about being creative, about that's never going to be the same, is it?
No.
Having held space.
You've been holding spaces.
Yeah. I'm in gay media, so queer media,
I'm
not
in queer media. I would know.
Wow. Yeah, I saw a few
That means so much to me.
Okay. So I want you to really applaud yourself for that, and know that that is a step in the right direction, and that you can do it. You can be somewhere completely different a year from now, if you so choose to, if you want to keep taking those steps. And we hope to help you along the way. That would be a pleasure.
Remember, the mountain is ahead of you, and that's the faith. And then behind you, fear is always going to be trying to nibble at your ankles, but you've got to keep...
Kick that chihuahua.
Hey! Sit down! But you got to keep remembering that the goal is at the top of the mountain.
Absolutely.
And you're walking
and if
there.
you're getting closer to it, then you're doing what you need to do.
Don't be the standbys that sit in the cafe.
Don't
being
sit
like,
in the cafe
I
talking
want to
shit.
do that. How did they get there? Join the walk. Join the marathon. Because it's a marathon.
Join the what, bitch?
Join the walk.
Finish your flat white.
Walk the walk.
Maybe you can get started.
We can walk with the flat white as we go. If you
exactly. Could have got a to-go cup, but you didn't.
Don't be a cafe bystander.
No.
That's our new thing. You're not a bystander, you're a cafe sitter.
Yeah. And don't be a bystander in your own life. This is your life, and you can choose what to do with it. Yes, there are so many obstacles and hurdles, like finances, like poverty, all these things, they absolutely play into it, and I'm never going to say that they don't. I know firsthand that they do. But the biggest lie that you've ever been sold about yourself is that you have no control over your life, and that life happens to you. You are a co-creator in your life, and it's up to you to realise the position you're in and take action towards what you want your life to be.
And there's always, always a way. I I probably haven't disclosed this, but like even the road to drama school in itself, I was already met with my first hurdle when they're like, every drama school you apply for, you have to pay audition fees.
Oh, don't get me started on the audition. I could use a bursary from my sixth school. Did you use?
See?
Bursary
And that's how you know. That's how you know. We said we're pre-rich.
Yeah, pre-rich.
That's how you know.
Post-poor, pre-rich.
That's how you know that we said no matter what, we will try and do it. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And that's what we're here to do. We're trying to be here to help you figure out that there's many ways to align yourself with making your dreams come true. Whether that's having to ask for help, whether that's us providing you with links and places and stuff on our social media and
I hate to break it to you, no one will do it for you. What we're doing right now is the closest anyone will do to doing it for you.
And being real with it too.
Yeah.
I'm being real with it, because some people will try and sell you a dream and say like, oh, it's absolutely fine, you're going to have such a great fun. No, you're not. You're going to meet people that are absolute cunts.
No,
you're going to meet people that are like, actually like your enemy of progress is. Your own family could be an enemy of progress. No offense, grandma. But like, not my grandma, but I'm just saying someone else's grandma can be like, are you sure you want to do this? But like, you have to still withstand all of that and just be like, I'm going to do it irregardless of what people say.
Absolutely. Because the only important opinion in this life, other than maybe, you know, some people very close to you, is your own. And if you can recognise your wants and desires in yourself and follow those, then yes, it is absolutely worth it. 100%.
Because what else do you want to be doing? You want to be making cups of teas all your life? I don't think so.
I'm going to be making cups of teas while I do that. I love tea.
No, I mean like for someone else.
Okay,
I mean,
yeah.
My thing is, do you want to be working for someone else's life? Do you
I was
want
going
to
to say, whoa.
No.
Keep my Yorkshire tea in this, please.
Oh, here's the Midland girl talking. No. Cups of teas are safe, everyone, but I mean in the sense of, do you want to be helping shape someone else's mountain, or do you want to shape your own mountain? Yeah?
Absolutely.
Be your own boss, create your own dreams and your own realities, rather than spending your waking time, energy, effort, blood, sweat, tears into building up someone. Remember when Top Man and Top Shop went bankrupt and they ended up having like to drop a lot of people and make people, what's the word? Redundant. You know what he was doing? He was sitting on a yacht. He was sitting on a yacht while people are crying, not knowing if they have a job. Don't be like him. Well, don't be like him, but don't be in that position. Make your own dreams. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, work towards your own life rather than someone else's or an idea of what you think your life should be.
Yeah.
And it's so possible. And take moments to tend to yourself, tend to your creativity, make yourself feel a bit afraid. We have so much still to share and talk about.
Yes.
And I'm really excited to see where it goes. And anyone that's taken the time to watch or listen, I know that we are both so grateful for this. This is
Thank you.
very much a passion project for us.
Absolutely.
Like, we're paying for it. This is all what we just want to do it.
Who knows? Maybe season 2 will be sponsored, or season 3. Who knows?
That would be nice. That would be nice.
But
we'll be accepting sponsorships. HelloFresh, where are you? They're always trying to sponsor.
If HelloFresh does it for us, that will be a full circle moment. I've gone from selling HelloFresh in call centres to then them sponsoring us. That will be...
Tag HelloFresh in the comments.
That will be a full circle moment, okay?
It's either that or, nah,
Who?
I'm not doing BetterHelp. I don't trust them.
BetterHelp scares me, man.
First of all, why have they got money to advertise on all these creators and stuff
It's true.
when their money comes from people paying for therapy? That doesn't make sense to me. That does not make sense
And
to
they
me.
hound you. I'm not going to lie to you. One time, I just put my interest and that therapist wouldn't leave me alone. I was like, this is really scary. I know I put an interest forward, but this was kind of giving me creepy Joe vibes from you. Like, he just kept messaging, do you want your therapy session? Do you want therapy? Obviously, if I've not answered
Not
after
from
the
you,
second
you
and third
weirdo.
one, of course I don't want it from you, mate. Oh. Mate.
All right. In the north.
But we shall end the season 1 with a beautiful quote and saying as we love. We'll start off with myself, I guess. You
brought this on quick for
I did.
Well, I'm just going to pull it out of my arse.
I know, I was going to give it to you so that you can have a bit, but I was like, that's not fair. The saying that I will give is... Feel the fear and do it anyways. I'm gonna go with the classic.
Feel the
Feel the fear
and do it
and
anyways.
do it anyways.
That's good. Show up as the person you wanted to be as a child.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And everything else will fall into place.
Exactly.
I believe in you guys.
I believe
you
in
got
it.
this.
Come on. Hashtag no Nepo Babies. Follow us on our socials on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. You've also got the Unpoetic Poet here on our socials, Instagram and TikTok.
And Christinaverse over here on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok.
That's it. Well,
yay, thanks for joining us.
Thank you so much for being with us for this season, and we shall see you in the next one.
Absolutely.
Come on now. See you. Bye.